I think for now, I'm probably gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch over to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I want to try a Maddening run. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do low turn count, but it's like I want to do Maddening Blue Lions. So it's like if you guys want, go ahead and stay. If not, it's fine too. But honestly though, like it's like for me, it's like hard is it's weird with how Fire Emblem Three Houses um the difficulty works because it goes from like normal. My gosh, you can beat it without any sort of like knowledge of the game, which is good for beginners, as it says. Okay, which file am I gonna do? Yeah, 14. No. Yeah, see? I mean it's good for beginners. It's like hard. It's like I don't know what it is about hard. I know it says hard, but I don't know what it is. It's just it's it's hard to explain, but it's too easy. I always thought this was a really cool cutscene though. You don't get any context of it either. So it's like I always wonder, who is this guy? But seeing this game really makes I know I'm talking about another Fire Emblem here, but it makes me really want a Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn remake. Like in all honesty. Or at least a re-release. Like it doesn't even have to be updated because it's like I feel like the graphics still hold up pretty well. I also feel like, and I know I'm talking about it at the beginning of the game, but they missed so many opportunities with this game. Like they could have done so much with this, but I mean, two of the four paths being really close to each other is, I mean, why have that second route for Black Eagles?
That I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
Oh man, what was this cutscene, dude? You'll never know until the game is almost at its end. Oh look, it's everyone's local resident goddess, Sothis. or as I like to call her,
Oh
Morgana.
my. What could have brought you here? Oh, I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose.
Oh yeah,
Very rude indeed.
the oh, you
Now
have a
come to
choice,
me.
but you don't really
I
have a
wish to have
choice.
a look
The
at you.
game. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to go for female Violet.
I have not seen the
I feel
likes
like
of
the
you before.
I feel like the growth
Who are you
the
anyway?
growth rates are exactly the same. It's just that you get access to Pegasus, you get access to Falcon Knight, and you get access to Gremorys and Valkyries, which is
I
really nice.
see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on. Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
So many missed
You must
opportunities
possess
with
a
this
day of
game, though.
birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Yeah, what is Violet's birthday? Oh, just put a random day. There. There we go.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
I always think this part's funny because it's like, oh yeah, by the way.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I can't get Celtis shield. Ah well. I don't need it. It's +7 res. I don't need it.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
I've honestly taken such a long
Massive armies
break
clashing on
from
a
this
vast
game.
field,
It
right?
might be a little tough to
There
get
hasn't
used
been
to
a
it again.
battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
Honestly though,
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in
like,
the kingdom.
I don't
told
know
you
about
before,
anyone else,
it's far from here, so
but
we'll need to leave
the
at
art
dawn.
style definitely took time for me to get used to.
Good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Oh man, you guys get to see the prologue.
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at
Oh
this
man,
hour?
we have either
We're being pursued by a group of bandits.
what were
I
the
can only
teams
hope
called?
that
You
you will be
have
so kind as
Team
to lend your
Valor,
support.
Team
Bandits? Here?
Instinct, and then
It's true.
Team.
They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
Oh
We've been
man, I can't
separated
remember
from
the
our
three
companions
teams.
and we're outnumbered. They're after
But
our lives.
just turn
Not
Pokemon
to
Go's
mention our gold.
I'm
I
impressed
think
you're
it's
staying so
Team
calm
Instinct's
considering the
leader
situation.
upside down. Who
I-
got clawed.
Wait, that uniform.
Bandit spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
So am I
guess they
gonna lose
followed you
chapter
all the way
1?
here.
Find out and see.
We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Time to lose on Maddening. Honestly, I'm glad this game got a Maddening mode because like hard was too easy. But Maddening is just like, hey, yeah, good luck getting not doubled, dude.
Let's take care of those. Take down the enemies in front.
Yeah, I love looking at this screen while it's trying to get a connection. There we go.
Ready and willing.
Off to a great start.
I'll cut through.
I will prevail.
Edelgard's off to a great start too. Yes, everyone will miss now.
I must stay focused.
Finally, someone actually killed them.
Stay focused. You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Sorry, I want to be on top of it when it comes to pods.
We'll advance.
Also, I apologize. I feel like I'm skipping through dialogue, but at the same time, like, as bad as it sounds, we've seen this dialogue a lot. Well, I have. So it's like I apologize if I'm skipping it. This is anyone's time watching Three Houses for the first time. But I'm probably gonna try and do chapter 1, chapter 2. Well, prologue in chapter 1, I should say.
Yes.
5, 8, 5, so at most 13 damage. I think that should be fine. Oh my gosh, Edelgard got experience. Let's go, Dimitri. I know I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm going
This is a fine.
blue lines.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
I like Claude.
As expected.
Oh yeah, funnily enough, some interesting trivia about this game if you didn't know, that they actually changed Violet's voice actor for some not so good reasons. He was being accused of several bad things that I won't mention. And what's really sad is that he wanted to be in like a voice actor in Smash Brothers for so much, but because of the deeds that he had done, he didn't get to actually voice act in Smash, which is really unfortunate because I think Violet's original voice for the male fits so well.
You didn't give it your all.
Like, it had just enough emotion, but then it didn't have enough emotion to where you thought, oh yeah, this isn't Violet. Like it was in character, you know. It just makes me sad that they actually patched his voice out, because once again, I like the old voice so much better. But I will say that the new voice isn't like bad in any way.
Who's next?
It's just the old voice was like, I feel like had more. I feel like that the old voice was actually like more suited
Each
for the
battle,
character
a chance to grow.
than the new voice, which is the one that we also have in Smash, by the way. I don't know if that makes sense. It's probably like making you guys like, huh?
Why are there...
But I mean, that's what I can say. Okay, so these two guys will. He has 5 moves. They have 5 moves, so I don't need to worry about having him attack, right? So put one here. And put one here. So 10, 10. She won't kill them, I don't think. And even then, she has enough to actually survive both hits. It's just the boss I'm worried about. Ooh, let's go Mystery Crest activation. What did I say? The Fire Emblem. Funnily enough, that's what it used to be called. Oh, he got deleted. This is gonna sound bad, but this is messing with me a little bit because I'm so used to using this Gaia control. Okay, let's do a quick look. 7 defense versus 20 attack. He takes 13 damage. Can't do that.
Should I have held back?
Edelgard has to get a kill. Attacking fire. Okay. I mean,
my power.
I'm not gonna complain about that, but I know how the AI likes to work sometimes, so sometimes it'll say it's doing something when in actuality it's going to do the complete opposite. Like, it might even attack Claude.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Oh my gosh, he does a lot of damage. Oh yeah.
What the? Aren't you Gerald the Blade Breaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Funnily enough, Gerald can never kill this unit. You will always leave this unit at 1 HP if you allow one of your other units to take the kill and the experience for beating the boss. Isn't that just real nice of him? There we go. Let's go, Dimitri. Huh.
I will get stronger
Speed,
yet.
skill, charisma. Not really a Dimitri level up. Ah yes, I have an axe, but instead I will use daggers, which has not been a weapon since like Fates. Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
The
Well, it's
darkness.
fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right?
Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes.
You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
Oh man. Oh man.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis.
I told you in the cutscene so
And
so
I'm also
confidently.
called the Beginning.
But now I'm starting to
But
question even what
no
I
one's
said.
called me that. I was not able to recall my name until just now.
How do you forget your own name?
And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
Oh man, it's almost like plot armor.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved her life. And what does that make you?
Alright.
Correct. You understand.
It's like,
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young
yes,
girl.
I have to call myself absolute
Yet all is
trash
well,
to get
as I have
bonus
stalled
points
the
with
flow of
Sophus.
time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
She just saved you, so
Though
she
it is
saved
only
herself.
momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
It's called Divine Pulse.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How
Surprise
rude of you to
Pikachu
drag
face.
me into this. Now what to do?
Oh man, the only solution. Turn back the hands of time.
Of course! I must turn back the hands of time!
It's not like that's what it was in Echoes.
Yes, I do believe it can
or-
be done. You really are quite
With
troublesome.
3 houses. Called
I
Divine
cannot wind
Pulse
back
and Milla's
time too
Turnwheel.
far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
It's almost
Now
as if
go.
I have wall hacks.
Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
The goddess always lives in heaven and... I don't know what that last part said. That's actually English. Funnily enough. Hello, yes. I am going to protect you this time. I have a sword.
Hey, over here!
Hello, yes, it's me, Meme Lord, and Dimitri. Honestly though, Claude is such a weird
Hey.
unit
Did you just...
because he gets like he gets the Barbarossa
The
class,
Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut
and
you
it's
down
essentially
for
a
terrorizing our
bow
students.
wielding
Hey,
wyvern
The
unit.
thieves are running away. Go after them.
Such a weird thing though.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Oh yeah, it's Alois, dude. Hey, why did Dimitri turn gray? It's so weird. It's like, yes, we will remove all the units, but we will not restore their color.
My thank you so
Ah, yes.
Captain
Most deployed
Gerald? It is you.
out of like
Goodness,
all
it's
the
been
people
ages.
playing.
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh,
You know,
it must have been
I don't
20
use
years
Alois,
ago that you went missing
but dang,
without a
I like his
trace.
personality
I
though.
always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right.
Dang, Gerald just like,
Goodbye, Captain.
nah, dude, I don't want
Wait,
to deal with your
That
stuff.
isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery.
He
I
looks so done
suppose
with
this
life.
was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Ah, yes, I am a bandit.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
Hello, yes, it is me.
What's
Violet,
troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros?
I will say
They
I
do seem rather
do
skilled.
like the fact that Violet has some backstory to her
Ah,
to
it seems your
tell
presence is
a
required.
little bit
Get going.
more about the character. Although you never get like a specific age. Although if you do the math, I think she's
I appreciate your
23
help back there.
pre-time skip.
Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Okay, Edgelord.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Train outside my
I
house.
should mention
so
that
I
the three of
apologize
us are
if
students of the
it picks
Officers
up in the
Academy
mic.
at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable
Tell
of keeping
me,
quiet?
Prince
Or
of
is your
Nord.
lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was
Well,
captivating.
my first
You
playthrough, I
never
went
lost control of
Black
the
Eagle
situation.
route, and I
It
went.
showed me I still have much to
I
learn.
actually went through Black
Your
Eagles
skill
instead
is
of doing Church
precisely
route.
why I must ask you to consider lending
But
your services to the Empire.
Apparently,
might as
people
well
had
tell you
trouble
now,
actually
I am
getting
no
that
mere
route. It's like,
student.
dude,
I am also the
just use
Adrestian
Edelgard.
Empire's...
It's easy, right?
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy
And
Kingdom
then
of Fargus is in
Black
dire
Eagles
need
was
of
also
exceptional
my
individuals
first
like
Maddening
yourself.
run.
Please, do
I'm in the
consider
middle of
returning
a
to the
Golden
kingdom with
Deer
me.
Maddening run,
Whoa
but I don't
there,
feel
you two
good
sure are hasty.
starting a
Trying to
stream
recruit someone
with
you
the
just met.
file mid-run.
Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery
I will
before
tell you,
begging for favors.
I do
But it seems
grind
there's
like
no
there's
time for
tomorrow,
niceties
though.
in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to
So-
it. Where does your allegiance lie?
Maybe I'll
It seems
just,
one's place of birth is quite significant to them.
I could always show off the
Yet they are
units, but
so impressed by you that you may take your pick.
other
well-
than that, I won't really do that.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique. Yes, I thought the same. I may be sleeping.
Honestly, though, funnily enough, this actually, this is a little thing that they call foreshadowing.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant
I always
fields
thought
once
these
again
little
spring to
murals were
life
so
across
cool, though.
Fogland, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire.
Oh man, it's
Beyond
edgelords.
its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights.
Oh man, it's Dimitri's.
To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
Oh,
Once consumed
and it's
by
the
a
Meme
tempest
Lord.
of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
honestly though, I remember near the beginning of Three Houses, all of the memes that had to do with
This will be your
Violet's
first time
eyes.
at the monastery.
Because it's like
I'd be happy
her,
to show you around.
her eyes
It
are
really
like
is
just a
Fodlan in a
tad
nutshell.
bit too big.
The good and the bad.
Like it
so
or not,
like
we'll be there
it
soon
became an
enough.
easy meme where they just took her eyes and like 150%ed them. Such a good game though.
There it is.
Like this makes me
Garrick Mock
a
Monastery.
little hopeful for future Fire Emblems. Like even though it's not Echo's art style, I still have grown to like this art style. It's just that there is definitely a few things that, yeah, they could do better. Like, don't even get me started with the rooms that they use in the supports and cutscene conversations. Where it's not actual cutscenes, but it's oh, what is it? It's just like conversations that are just kind of there. In like isolated rooms.
Ray is here.
Oh, yep, there's a still for the picture. For the meme. I feel like I'm just like totally taking away from like this game's atmosphere.
I wonder,
But
did the flow of time bring you here?
it's honestly kind of funny though. Just like how memeable this game is. And then how you can really just use any unit you want.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the
Religion.
teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Jack.
Religion.
My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right, hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for
The
saving those
illusion of
students of the
choice.
Officers Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
Yeah, I don't want to
I'm
like
sorry I
take
dragged you
away
into
from
this.
but
Looks like
just
I'll be
kind of
stuck
look
here
at the
for a while.
background and just see
And
how
I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
it's not like right here, but just kind of like
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
just look at
You heard
like where
those
the
brats
scenes
earlier
happen,
talking about the
because
officers'
that
academy.
makes a huge difference.
Right? Well, the academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome
When am I
you
gonna get
are.
Hanneman? No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be
man,
up to
dude.
something.
Foreshadowing again.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers'
I
Academy.
like this guy so much.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
You see, that makes sense when you're playing as male violin.
Before I came
But
here,
since
I
it
belonged
plays
to
to
a
like both
renowned
genders,
opera company.
it kind of
Perhaps
like
you've heard of me?
doesn't make
the
as much
Middlefront
sense
Opera Company is beautiful,
since
peerless.
she's not as
Spare
rankable.
our colleague
I
the
don't think.
needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
Oh my gosh, they
The
said
Black
the
Eagle
name.
House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
Wouldn't she be the next
The
Empress?
Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader
That's my
this year
question.
is Prince Dimitri.
Like, yeah, Emperor
He is to be the
works,
next
but
king of
calling her
Fargus.
Empress would be better.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
Claude von
To
Regan.
think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
Oh man, what are
I'll
the
say.
odds?
I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
I'm not
The
gonna
old
lie.
man has a point.
One of the first units I'm gonna
and
strive
keep
for
in
is
mind that I've
Bernadetta.
only notified the house
And then I
leaders
think
that
after
you're
that,
our new
Marianne.
professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea
It's
will have
definitely
more
gonna be fun
information for you
going
tomorrow.
through this game.
But that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh,
Have you
man,
no
I'll
intention of
leave?
changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith.
But he
I know
speaks
worrying comes
reason.
naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well.
Who's
I
that?
beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well.
It's never
More
enough.
importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual.
Oh man,
We cannot
suspicious
ignore those who
individual.
harbor ill will toward the church. especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Is this also
Yes,
a
that matter is of great importance as well.
foreshadowing?
I shall continue my investigation.
There's a lot of
Rhea,
foreshadowing near the beginning
for
of this.
now, I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Ah, yes, a black loading screen. My favorite. Ah, good cutscene. Oh, wait. Ow, my eye. Where's the night mode? This cutscene was really cool to see the first time too. Gave you like a little short look at all the characters. Oh yeah. Funnily enough, Edelgard can learn dark magic. Out of all the units that can learn dark magic,
Of course. I assume you are all to start. Please, that if once you have... May I ask a favor of you?
I gotta talk to the 3 house leaders.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Dang, he's just like, you gotta talk to everyone. That's such a weird loading zone. Be like, I'm zooming.
So, you've accepted a teaching position. I never properly introduced. I am the princess and heir. I wonder if you'll be I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about it?
You see so many like generic students here, and then like, as bad as it sounds, you never really see much of them again.
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? I guess that means I'd better introduce myself. I'm from the room. I'm guessing have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House?
Sorry, I'm gonna skip through the text a little bit
Please
here.
accept I am of delight. In any case, I hear you're investigating
like,
the different houses.
Hey, you wanna know about our house? Yeah, talk to me. And then it's like, no? Okay, that's fine. You completed the mission.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I think this was one of the first. I think
I
this
suppose it
was
is
the
time
first
for you to
Fire
take
Emblem
charge
outside
of
of
one of our
Echoes
3 houses of
to be like
students.
fully
I
voice
must
acted.
note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. but it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Nah, dude, I made it
Since
a
you are
point to
new
not
here,
get to
we
know
have
them.
decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
I'm glad that they let you choose the house first, though. But then again, it wouldn't be a good game if you were forced into one, I think. Well, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a good game. I'd just say that this would be a little bit not as good if you only had one
Your
round.
heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders.
Do they now?
I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
I don't.
Brother? Oh, I am so
Oh,
sincerely
look, it's
sorry.
Flame.
I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No,
Like,
no,
I'm
it's
hungry.
nothing.
I
More
want a
importantly,
fish.
Who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new
The
addition
Flame
to the
memes.
Officers Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand.
Why do they have different
There is
green
something you
hairs?
should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop.
Disappoint
That
the
is all.
Archbishop? You got it, boy. I'll make sure to kill everyone.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue. You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it
Poor
doesn't
Annette.
sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness
yeah,
can consent to
funnily
such
enough.
a thing. After
If
all,
you're a female, you
we're
just
already
get
speaking
Sylvain
this
out
way
of
to
the
a
gate.
future king.
So funny.
So we may
So-
as well
so true
relax
to
our
his
speech
character,
with our
too.
professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
Well, don't
have to
worry, you'll
force
have a
yourself if
spot
it's
on
too
the bench,
difficult.
Ingrid.
You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control
Sylvain,
yourself,
please.
Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor.
I want to fight
Come
him
to the
because I'm
training ground
edgy.
later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any
Typical
time, are you,
edgelord.
Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to
they
do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
He
Huh,
does have a
I
point.
never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
Let's go. I get to roam around the monastery one more time, and then I get to go yeet and do my first battle. Oh yeah, my first battle. And it gets so handholdy. Whoa!
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything.
Funnily enough, crests
Absolutely
used to actually
everything
be
about
called
them.
emblems.
Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
But having them be
Crests are a
called the
fascinating topic.
emblem
But
of
before one
Indec
can
or
dive
emblem
deeply
of
into said topic,
bladed
one must
or
first understand what crests are.
emblem
They are
of Regan.
power incarnate.
It doesn't make
they are
sense.
said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess
But they could have
countless
changed
ages
it.
ago.
Instead
They
of being
exist
like
within
crest
the
of
flesh
or
and are
emblem of,
passed
they could have just
down
made
through bloodlines.
the first thing be
Those who
like,
carry
oh yeah, the
crests
bladed emblem,
may excel
the
at magic, display
fire
exceptional
emblem.
strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding.
That's
For
just
now,
one change that I don't really appreciate that they
I
made
suspect as
between
much, yes.
translations.
But we won't know for sure unless I look
Like,
into the matter.
if it's called the fire
As I
emblem,
said,
you should
crests
make it
are
work,
passed down
or at least
through
try
the
to.
blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power.
And one of them was
Perhaps
Bernadetta.
one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please
I like
go
Hanneman.
ahead
He's
and
so
hold
cool.
out your arm over this device here.
I know he's very verbose, but
What
like,
is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
I freaking like Hanneman so much though. Like he's such a workaholic, but he's so in a lot of his supports and just his interactions, he acts very
With each moon, professors of the
professionally.
Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
I must do the exploring.
Okay.
Yes. I hear. I trust regardless of it, as this is your...
His height, but if you miss... I have a request. I have a request.
I can't believe the fact that you could feed a cat or a dog is in this game, but it is, and it's wonderful. Poor Bernadetta.
What the? Hey, Professor. There's an inn? Professor? I've got a small favor to ask.
I require you to fish.
Hello there. Well, I call you that. But I am afraid I am not a student should the opportunity. The monster. Might you help me with a favor?
Alright guys, you wanna see like the closest thing to Pokemon fishing? Good. Oh. I only get to catch a fish.
No.
My thanks.
Anyway.
Hi there. You have helped me so much.
Dude, it's Raphael. Like freaking, there's so many units in this game that are just so likable. Oh yeah, I don't get to access too many units yet. Should probably work on trying to get like Cynthia since she's such a good unit too.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Hey, Professor rank went up. E.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Well, that's everything. So, that's it for today. Now I gotta do the mission.
Much appreciated.
I wonder who I'm actually gonna use for this chapter. I haven't even thought about that. Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna use Dimitri, I'm gonna use Dedu, I'm gonna use Violet, right? That means I only get two other units
It's
that I
finally
get to
time
use.
for the mock. Excellent. I have high expectations for your command.
I think I only get
That
5
said,
units.
I've no doubt it will take
So,
everything we've got to pull a
Violet,
victory.
Dimitri,
Our opponents
Dedu,
are mighty. That much is certain. But I'm positive we can win.
Hey there.
Mercedes.
Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No worries. We'll just join in now.
Nice try,
Something,
Claude.
probably.
But I do not intend to let slip our strategies. Especially when we are up against such strong opponents as you two.
Well now, kind words from His Kingliness. If that's the case, we better come up with some clever schemes so as not to disappoint. Right, Princess?
Right. No matter the tactics you devise, we will destroy you. The best you can hope for is to learn a thing or two.
There's nothing wrong with a
think it's
friendly
funny.
rivalry, but let's not get carried away.
She has white
A
hair.
rash attitude could be your undoing after all.
It seems
Perhaps
so
your time
off.
would be better spent preparing instead of worrying about the competition's mindset.
Her and like Cynthia.
Hey now, if you two were getting this fired up before the battle even starts, it'll make it that much easier for my class to sweep up a win. So please, carry on.
A good point, Claude. I apologize, that wasn't my intention. At any rate, let's vow to make this a productive battle, shall we?
Yeah, dude.
Oh? In that case, I won't hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case,
Yeah,
I'll see you
let's
later.
go, dude.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.
Honestly, though, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So the units that I'm gonna have to watch out for are going to be Edelgard, of course. Characters that are speedy. And so it's like I'm gonna have to watch out for Claude. I'm gonna have to watch out for Hilda. So let's see. I'm gonna have to watch out for him. I mean, look, he already gets Dex +4. So I'm gonna have to watch out for Hilda. Watch out for Claude. Watch out for Ignatz. That's her speed. 7. Same with Hubert. I'm gonna have to watch out for Edelgard. Manuela isn't really an issue. Hanneman's gonna be an issue though. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I have day 2. What's his? 2 speed. Iron Axe. Weight 7. He's getting weighed down by 5. Iron Lance. He's getting weighed down by 4. He's getting weighed down by 5. She's getting weighed down by 1. Actually, not by 1. She's getting weighed down by quite a bit. 4. So Lorenz, 7 speed, 9 speed, 11 speed, 4 speed. So Hilda I don't really have to worry about, but she does do a lot of damage and she can attack from 2 range. With Claude, he's fast, so he has some issue. I have some issues dealing with that, especially right now. I mean, there is definitely Ingrid, but her stats, I don't intend to use her this run if I'm being honest. I can't buy anything either. I could do this to enable counterattacks at any range, but I don't know if I want to use that right now.
It is about time for the battle to begin. Our victory depends on your
I kind of
leadership.
want to try and do it
not let us
without
down.
using that. But I mean, I can only do so much.
Incidentally.
So units don't die in this map. I have
Stay
to go
focused.
for this against
Here we go.
Lost her guy, Lorenz.
I'll cut through.
I have 5
should I do?
heals, but she has the crest of Lamine, so hopefully she can get more than just 5 heals out, because that's gonna make a huge difference.
None of your shallow tactics are required.
Me? Are you making light?
Dorothea, will you head...
You got it.
Ferdinand? Hubert?
Leave it. Clearly not.
Alright, so she's staying just out of range, so she can try and get like the first attack.
Another step forward?
That's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad either. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat. Do the back pedal as much as I can, so I don't have to worry. Okay, so he's gonna probably go for the retreat. No, he's gonna go for Violet still, because she has the lower defense of the 2. So, what I could probably do is probably use this Lance Art and see if I can one-shot. Oh shoot, I can't even one-shot? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be really annoying, isn't it? She doubles. So my main priority right now is to try and get rid of Lauren, because that means I have one less unit to worry about per se, and I have one less well, yeah, one less unit to worry about. So if I can do that, I'm gonna be doing well. It just kind of sucks that right now the enemies are legitimately 7 levels higher than I am right now. Plus I don't have battalions to help me with this, but if I can defeat with Violet, and since she has 7 speed, 6, 4, I should be able to defeat Ignatz right here.
I must stay focused.
Yeah, there we go.
Careful, please.
And if I can hit this right here, which I should be able to,
That went as expected.
I can now go for a heal.
Big help.
No crest. Damn it. And she can now attack Dimitri, which, fingers crossed, no crit. If
Well
not,
done.
I will lose. Okay, no crit, good. Because you know how Fire Emblem crits work, it's literally... Oh, do I have a 1%? Yeah, I'm gonna crit. So, let's see.
Use caution.
I'm gonna try it without... Yep.
Overall works.
Level 3 Dimitri, let's go. Strength growth? Yeah, there we go. Strength, skill. He's getting closer to not having to, he's getting closer to not being weighed down.
Nice. I'm on it.
I'm thinking I should probably go against Claude and Hilda.
I'll cut through.
I need to get Sylvain some levels though, because he definitely needs them. And he at least needs one right now. Same with they do.
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take...
I can... Because let's see. 18. He has 8, and then he gets +5 from waiting. +4. So he goes up to 12. So he's taking 6. And Claude's going to double. Hilda can't. So... He's taking 18 damage. That's too much. Of course, if I can only get one unit to attack, I will mitigate a lot of that damage if I do this. Hilda can attack more tiles because she's not weighed down in 4 tiles or the thickets. So it's definitely something that I kind of want to bait out here. think they do would be the one that would have the best at that. And then what I can do is I can do this, and then this, trade it over to him. And then now he's using a bow. He gets to use his strength. It's not as strong as the iron bow, so he gets weighed down 2 less speed actually. So he's not, I mean, he's still gonna get doubled by Claude, but not as bad.
Well, we're surrounded.
What? Come on, dude. There. Oh, she could have crit him. Ooh, dude.
You're out of luck.
No crit, but still quite a bit of damage. 20. Dude's gonna get lost here. If I wasn't careful enough. Thankfully it's not as bad as the rest of Maddening mode, where it's like you die, you lose, but it's like I don't think I could do Maddening with that. Hey, Sylvain leveled up. Ooh.
Whoops.
Yeah, 2 stat ups is really nice. Let's see, Sagittarius, that's pretty strong. Do I have any resistant units? I have 9 res. She doesn't really have a way to attack either, so let's do it. The sacrifice. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Yes, you can.
Be gone.
Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
That means she's gonna start advancing. No.
Flawless tactics, Professor.
So time to warn.
Be mindful.
Could always use retreat if I need to, but I don't know if I need to. How much crit? 10 crit? Much luck?
Stay focused.
She gets 1 crit on that. Shoot.
You never had a chance.
So Sylvain's gonna get taken out, but what if I do this? So they go for... Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Really? Got doubled by Ferdinand? Uh, 14. I need to retreat a little bit.
I'm at my limit. Use caution.
Come on. No. Dude, it was either attack with Violet or attack with Dimitri. And I thought that my hit rate was high enough. Gosh darn it. I'll have to see about doing this another time though. If anyone's here, thank you for watching. This will be the end of it. Good night.